Howdy y'all, Country Fried Gamer 150 here, and welcome to another Lumberjack's Dynasty stream. We're going to continue to clean up the logs of the property that we recently purchased, or that I recently purchased, and see how much money we make, see if we make enough money to buy a tractor. I kind of have my doubts because the tractors are really expensive in this game. Even with social points, they're pretty expensive, so but we're going to continue to clean it up, and yeah, I don't know if there might be any more side quests that we can do. I might check into that later, but as for right now, that is the plan. Trying to wait and see if I'm going to have any further connection issues as I did last weekend. Hopefully that won't be an ongoing problem. Hopefully that things will be smooth for this stream. So far, I'm not getting any notifications of dropped frames or disconnections, so I guess we can go ahead and get it started here. Just want to give it a little bit of time to make sure that everything is in smooth operation, and we will get started here. Yeah, everything, because usually it like happens immediately, so everything seems to be okay, so go ahead and get this thing started. Hopefully the audio and everything is good. I know this tractor can be quite loud, sometimes louder than me. I did turn down the volume just a little bit, which I have it like at 90% for all the games that I play. So also too, I found out last stream that I can go across this river, in this spot anyway, without drowning out the tractor, which is good. Makes it a little bit easier to get around. There's also more trees we gotta cut down too. I'm just trying to clean up the logs we did cut, or I cut last weekend, or well, prior weekends I should say. As I said before, I did buy a bigger trailer, though it doesn't seem to work with this tractor, which is unfortunate. But hopefully maybe we can buy that tractor, buy a tractor and be able to haul these on a bigger trailer. A little bit more efficient. Find that sweet spot. It might be at the limit. I think maybe we can go one more. Have one in the claw. I don't think we're going to get any more on the trailer. I think. Logs can be quite weird if you're on uneven ground. Yeah, it doesn't want to. Alright, we'll just take it back. Yeah, last weekend was kind of a fun stream. It went along a little bit longer than I normally planned, but I was really trying hard to get those glitches to happen, in which I was successful. Took a lot of tries, but we got it. Also, I might take a couple loads of bark too. I got a full load there, and so got another load in the silo we can take. Just see how much money we can make here off of this property. I don't know what happens if you have too many logs going to that thing. I don't know if they glitch out or... I mean, they seem like they're all like... you know, stuck together. Definitely a lot of them. More to come. Again, I don't know if there's any other main quests that we need to do. I've been trying to figure that out. Just assume that, like, you gotta buy properties and... I don't know, I guess maybe we should try to get married or something, I don't know. Really don't know exactly fully what the game wants me to do other than buy property and make money, but this is basically where we're at. Doesn't always give me the prompt to drop it. I feel like that's a little bit delayed. Might be the way we're sitting here. Maybe I need to get on more even ground. There we go. It does seem like you're better off going uphill than downhill. Which that's kind of tedious, really, because there's a lot of uneven ground. Oh, I guess that was a log I didn't cut all the way. Okay, can't get off the tractor. Guess we'll have to come back to that one. I cannot back up a trailer to save my life. That much is obvious. Not so sure we can get any more on here anyway. Nah, it doesn't appear to. That's one thing, that bigger trailer would be a lot better, because we can definitely pick up a lot more logs with it. Got some more chipboards made. That'll bring in some good money. I don't know how much social points we get off of the side quests. Too sure about that one. Maybe we have to buy that furniture store before we can actually pay off our uncle. Not really sure. I still haven't figured out how to pay him off. I don't know how to progress that part of it, because that is basically our objective here, is to pay him off. But take over the lumber mill. But yeah, it's just, I don't know how to go about paying him. I've talked to him multiple times, and at no point did he say anything about paying him off. Or, I mean, at no point did he, like, give the option on paying him, so not exactly sure how we go about doing that. Try to do this one log at a time. Literally. Alright, I think that's all that actually went over on this other property that we don't know. Can't seem to get it on good enough ground to where it'll drop it. There we go. I don't always have to go to the other side there. I could drop it off over here. But I like dropping it off over there because it goes right to right to the sawmill. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna get this big one on there though. Might have to unload. Let me just go ahead and go back. Like I said, it's more of a roundabout way to do it, but I feel like the logs take a while to turn around in the water. Go back to the sawmill. I'll do a little bit of each thing, you know, doing logs and taking planks to the lumber market and trailer of wood chips, or well, bark I should say. Go ahead and do that, I guess. Take a little break from the logs. Let them kind of get processed. Let's go ahead and do that. That one might not go in the water, I'm not sure. Might have to pick it back up and do it again. So yeah, we'll just detach this one. We'll attach the bark trailer. We'll take that up there. Like I said, I cannot back up a trailer. I can't even back up a tractor. Oh, come on, man. Get square with it here and back up. I also found out that this tractor goes faster if you set the cruise control, going up hills and stuff. It's not that much faster, but it is a little bit. Which I believe I demonstrated that last stream. But we can demonstrate it again this time. Usually this hill right here coming back, top speed is like 10 kilometers. But if you turn the cruise on, it just magically goes faster for some reason. Funny enough, the last stream I accidentally, instead of pressing T, I pressed R, and it raised the trailer, and we lost some of our bark. Lost like half of the load. So hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully I won't accidentally hit R instead of T. Don't want to lose that money. Go back. Like I said, that if I buy that nicer tractor, speed would be a lot more manageable. Make things a lot more efficient. As far as social points go, we have 20,000, so that's not really enough to use it on anything. It'd be nice if they had other, like, options to buying stuff, to where, like, you can use the amount of social points you have for at least some discount. Maybe not, like, half off, but at least reduce the cost to some degree. I don't even know how we would accumulate more social points. I mean, other than doing main quest, which, I mean, like I said, I don't actually know how to do this. Paying off our uncle, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know what exact thing that I have to do in order for that to happen. So as you see here, we're climbing this hill, and it drops to 10, but mysteriously, if we hit cruise control, oh, what do you know, it's climbing. It's almost like a turbo boost. I would assume that would work with the other tractors too, because I think the other tractors, I mean, they still lose speed, but they don't lose that much speed going up that hill. This is the only one that really goes slow. Yeah, there's a wild boar. Alright, we'll fill it up again. And then we'll take some loads of planks to the lumber market. You gonna run across the road again? It's that way. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we cleaned up all those logs over there. So we got 5,000 yet stored, so that's another load that we could take. Alright, let's take some of those planks. We got 50 pine, 52 spruce, and 3 oak. I'm going to try to go for the cheapest tractor. Thinking that maybe if we sell our old tractor, I think they give us 20,000. So, because I don't have enough social points, so. I think they want like 40-some thousand, I think, and we only have 20,000. Because I used it to buy that trailer, and now we don't have the social points. We have 20,000, but it's not enough. So we're gonna have to pay full price for the tractor, which is like 68,000, I believe, for the cheapest one. And so if we get 20,000 for the old tractor, then that would mean we need 48,000, if my math serves me right. There's just a long uphill climb for sure to acquire that, unless there's some other thing that we can do to increase our social points. I'm sure we could do some drone races or something, but since we do have a drone now, even though currently we don't have a racing drone, and I forget what the racing drone cost. I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000. Yeah, I'm just not so sure, like, the long-term benefit of having a racing drone. Also, too, I can't say I'm the best at flying the thing. That's just flying the regular drone. Like I said, there are some other side quests, but they don't really pay you much. You only get like a few hundred euros or whatever. You know, you don't really get much. I mean, we might. I mean, if you really wanted to sit down and do the math, I mean, you figure there's 100 of these planks in here, and if you get roughly $1,000 for every load, that's 7. So 7 into 50, which is like, let's see. Let's see, 7 times 7 is 49. I'm confusing myself already. Math was not my strong subject in school. That's no surprise. In fact, I'm not so sure I had a strong subject that I was good at. I just barely squeaked by on all of them. Right, so so if we have 100, it'd be 100 divided by 7, not 50. Well, 10 would be like 70. So that'd be like 10 loads. So your 11 would be 77. 12. Which there's more logs going into it, so that number is going to increase as the logs get processed. Let's see, 7 times 12 is 84. Seven times 13 90. Yeah, 90. 91. And then 14 would be 98. So maybe 14 loads. Yeah, I think that would be 98. So that'd be the closest to 100 without going over. So 14 loads. So we got 14 loads, that'd be 14,000 basically. Plus what we got currently. Oh, that's right, I forget, those stupid cars don't stop. Intersecting road and they don't stop. So, I mean, I think we started around 14,000, so that put us up at like 28. Plus whatever the chipboards bring in. Which they bring in about $2,000, about, I think it's like 1,800 per load. Which we only got 3 currently. Now it might be more. Obviously, the more logs that get processed, the more chipboards are going to be created. Now, obviously, if we took the time and dried out the boards, or the planks, but I don't want to do that though. That takes forever to dry all those out. And in my estimation, it doesn't seem like you get that much more money for them, so I just basically sell them as they come out. Which is also kind of weird too, because it's like, okay, so it uses the wood chips to make the chipboards, but they don't have to dry out. They're just like ready to go right as they come out of the thing. So, but also chipboards take longer to make and they require more logs to make, so there's that aspect to it. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot of back and forth. And I'm sure it's not very entertaining watching somebody go back and forth doing the same thing over and over and over again. But I don't think this game was really meant to be like super exciting. It's meant to be more of a casual and like relaxing type game. I don't think there's really that much excitement going on. It's just like mowing yard, you know. Mowing yard, it's like, you know, using a riding mower. It's like it's one of those things that's kind of oddly satisfying. It's not really fun. It's not really... Damn, Bernard, what is with the traffic, man? I'm trying to pass that car, and it's just like... Each time I try to pass him, there's another car coming down the road. I feel the same way about cutting trees and stuff. There's just something oddly satisfying about it. Now, obviously, I find it more satisfying doing it in real life as opposed to, you know, doing it in a video game, but it's still somewhat satisfying in a game. I guess what we'll do next. I guess I could do a couple more log pickups and then maybe cut some more trees down. Just kind of mix it up a little bit. Because like I said, I've talked to the uncle multiple times, and he's not really giving me the option to pay him, so I imagine there's something else that I need to do to make that happen. Just not sure what it is. Alright, we'll do one more. This one's not going to make as much money because it's mostly pine. You make more money off of spruce than you do pine. Pine is probably more in the maybe 800 range. Obviously this load's not going to be a good example because we do have two spruce on it. But it might give you some idea of like what pine goes for. It might actually be less than 800. It might be like 754. I'm just taking a wild guess. This load might be closer to like 850. $850 or $950. I'm gonna shoot high and say $950. Of course, I don't know. The last one was like $975, and I think we mostly had spruce on that load. So I'm gonna estimate. Obviously, that's another game that we could play. Just guessing what my load is gonna give me. Alright, I'm gonna guess 875. Oh, 918. Okay. Should have stuck with 900. Or 950. Go ahead and get we'll get the chipboards. I don't know how many we got currently. The last time I checked it was like at 3, but it might be higher now. I doubt we're gonna have a full load of chipboards, but you can at least see what we got. I'm gonna take a guess and say 5. We've got 5 chipboards ready. And we got 10. Wow, okay. I'm wrong on everything now. So we do have enough to make a full load. I'm not going to try to drive around and put them on the other side. That's just too much work to try to drive around the stupid thing. It's easier just to use the hook and kind of hook them up and do it that way. It's not bad, like putting them on this side of the truck, but yeah, it's kind of a pain putting them on the other side. Gotta get 4 more on there. And run into a pole. Now it's not going to take all of them. We'll go ahead and take that load up there. Since we have a full load, I'll go ahead and take it up there. To create. Okay, so we need one more. Need one more to make a load here. That should give us about, I think it's 18 something. Or eight, so what is it? 1860, 69. Can't remember exactly what it is. It might be 1890. I don't remember. I know it's 1800 and something. Then we'll do what I said. Then we'll take another couple loads of logs and then start cutting more trees. Because I was not expecting a full load. And like I said, this is where the money's really at. This is what you get like the most money for, is these chipboards. 1820, okay. And if it's not already obvious, I am not driving with a steering racing wheel or whatever. I'm driving with a keyboard. So if I'm all over the road, well, for one, that's because I'm horrible at driving in computer games. Well, I should just say I'm horrible at driving in video games, period. But also, driving with a keyboard is not the easiest thing. I will say, though, I'm kind of getting used to it, though. Alright. Just go ahead and get a load in this truck here. Actually, what I might do, I think there was 10, so... And we took 7, so that would leave 3. So I need to leave space for 3. Which now it's probably more than that because more logs probably got processed. And it's 4 now, okay. Alright, we'll leave this just sit. We'll put it in the truck, but we'll leave it sit. That way it'll be ready to go for the next load. Come on now. Alright, we'll go ahead and put it up on the truck. Okay, so that'll be ready to go for next time. And then, find my tractor again. Where'd I put it? I think it's over there, right? Oh, where the log trailer's at? Or where the wood chip trailer is? Or bark, whatever. That hauls bark and wood chips. But I mean, if you're making chipboard, then there's really no sense in hauling wood chips. Because you make more money off the the chipboard, I think. Doesn't always show me where the logs are at. Of course, maybe it's because we got them. Well, I see one over there. I wish you could see it from a further distance, though. Well, it's not even showing it. Usually it has a little green thing to show you need to pick up a log, but maybe that's only if you're off the tractor. Looks like it's turning evening now, so might have to push cutting logs to the next day. You will not go on there, will you? Come on, man. You think a log would fit there? You gonna sit still? Okay. I don't know why I didn't want to get on there before. Gotta have it in the right spot. I think I'm getting, well, yeah. Okay, well I think that's it. That's all we're gonna get on there, I think. That's just gonna roll off. Okay. Like I said, we got a lot of logs to pick up. Log's still sitting there. There, it finally went in. we'll just leave it here. Oops. It would help if I hit the right button. It's easier just to teleport to one of my other vehicles. That way I don't have to walk all the way up here. Alright, I guess we can go and eat something. I don't know how much that actually gives us as far as nutrition goes. I don't know what the most efficient way of using the food. Because obviously there's things that give you a lot, and then there's things that don't give you as much. Let's see. Okay, that's not what I wanted to teleport to, but okay. Pretty much back up at 50-50 again. Bark is at 7,000. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of trees on this property, so it is going to be a very long and tedious process. But we should make pretty good on this property. Just trying to figure out. I wish you could spot the logs a little bit better. I mean, obviously when it doesn't all render in, it's pretty easy, but see where they're at. But when you got all this weeds and stuff, it's a lot more difficult to spot them. Got a whole bunch of them over there. That's what I'm saying, when you're on a hill, it makes the log all crooked. Can't get it on there. It's better going up than it is going down, but it just makes it very, very unbalanced. It's like with the way that the terrain is in this game, it's like, you know, having a lot of hills and whatnot is almost impossible to avoid. I mean, I understand it, and, you know, realistically speaking, that probably would be the case. You know, the tilting one way or the other, but I don't know. I don't know, I've never driven a log trailer, so I have no idea. But I mean, just in terms of aspect of the game, it's like making a whole lot more fluid if it would just always put it on there straight. That way you don't have to fight with the terrain. I'm gonna pick the little one. Probably more likely to get on there. I don't know, it kind of seems like it's too tall. I think that one's gonna roll off. Yeah. Now that might be at our limit then. Just popped out. Alright, well in that case then we'll take the big one. We might have to start actually putting it downstream in the river, because this is pretty far to drive. And I don't know, it might be better just to put them in the water down there. It'll eventually get there. It'll at least be quicker in getting them in the water. Come on, fall in the water. Being stubborn. There it goes. That one probably won't go in there, will it? Alright, yeah, we'll just put them in upstream. Try to speed up this process just a little bit. Try to cut across so I don't miss any. Try to get all of them. so close to it. There we go. Looks like we might be at our limit here. Problem is, though, on this side you got a lot of them to avoid. Got to drive around them, or else you'll get stuck on them. Takes them a little bit longer to get up there, but I hate it when it does that. Because like I hold down the mouse click, the mouse button, to, you know, move the log, but like it disengages or something, and then it just spins the camera as if I'm not hitting the button. Kind of annoying. Of course, I don't know, maybe it's my mouse, I don't know. I do have a pretty cheap mouse. So maybe it's getting wore out. Yeah, and getting caught on stumps is a thing too, especially really big stumps. Sometimes a tractor just goes right over them without causing any issues. Well, sometimes a tractor will go over it, but the trailer won't. So it's like that really creates a problem, because then you get there's one right there. Like I said, you gotta hit a sweet spot. Now, in theory, I should be able to drop that right there, but it's just not wanting to do it for me. Almost. There it is. I think we should be able to get another one on there, but I don't know. Oh, jeez. I'm not going to go through this maze of logs again. if that water is deep enough. Yeah, I guess it is. And yes, I don't have like a professional mouse pad. I'm literally using the arm of a chair. That's the reason why you see it kind of go a little bit and stop. Because I have to keep picking the mouse up and moving it. Go the wrong way. Always got to remember trailers are opposite. To turn right, you got to turn left. To turn left, you got to go right. And I always screw that up. Nah, that's too far away. Oh yeah, and for sure if you're sitting on top of a stump, really makes it difficult to get it in the trailer. Because then it really, like, makes it all twisted and that one's not going to go on there. Stupid stumps. Of course you roll off. And I still think that the smaller logs are actually better because they all seem to come out the same size and you get the same amount of planks out of each one no matter what the size is, so seems like smaller is better because you can fit more on the trailer then. There's one up there. Stay there? Nope. No, it's actually going to stay this time. One of these times I feel like I'm going to run the tractor into the water. I can totally see that happening. The only problem with the small ones is if you have a bunch of big ones, sometimes I think it deletes the little ones. See, that was a lot of little ones. A whole bunch of them right there. Alright, is that all of them on this side? No. There's a couple more. I'm gonna try to bring those couple other ones up here by hand, so I don't have to drive it back down. Hopefully I won't get launched again. We'll see how that happens. Is that it? I guess that kind of makes the drone. I mean, I can see there's like a secondary use of the drone, because like I said, when you're a far distance away, you know, you can't, if there's the weeds and stuff, you can't see the logs. And it's like, if you're far enough away, you know, it can kind of hide them, and you don't know exactly where they are. And so I feel like that's kind of makes the drone useful. Because it's like, if you fly the drone, let's see, then you can get like a bird's eye view of the logs that need to be picked up, as well as the rendering distance. Like, you can kind of go back to where the grass is not visible, see if there's any missing ones. It looks like we got them all on that side. Now the little ones, the little tiny ones, you can't really see them, but if it's at least it's a decent sized log, you should be able to see it. But I'm not seeing any more. Oops, I keep forgetting which is up and which is down. Okay, so it seems like everything is on that side. Everything is that way. So I think we got them all on this side. Too bad you can't fly the logs to the sawmill. Imagine picking up a log with a drone. Obviously the drone would not be strong enough. Seen it. There it is. Nope. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but it's still gonna work, maybe. I tell you. Cannot turn, man. So cannot turn. Oh, I'm so horrible at this. There we go. Alright, grab one more for the road. Let's go over here where it's a little bit deeper. I wish it wouldn't do that. Come on. Alright. I guess we can start cutting some more trees down. Since we pretty much got this entire bank cleaned up. See here. I think I gotta get the chainsaw to know our property line. Okay. So we got 6 pine, 12 spruce. Okay. Just roll on down the hill. I have this habit where I always want to start at the end of the log, or start at the end of the tree and work my way back to the stump. And I guess that's just a personal preference. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. It cuts them all the same no matter what. problem is there's such a big pile here. I mean, this pile's getting bigger and bigger every time. Just overlapping each other. Okay, I think that's it for that one. Okay. Guess these would be the next ones in line. They always like to move when I'm trying to cut them, which makes it hard to cut them. Okay, that's it for that one. I think we got two of them laid together here. Okay, I didn't trim the one I wanted to trim. Okay, I don't know. I gotta trim them both, so it don't really matter. Doesn't matter which one I do first. Oh, I mean, there's more at the end. Now I might be able to push these in the water just by walking into them. Problem with that is though, you just end up walking over them. I mean, it'll roll, but actually I wonder if hitting them head on is better. No. That's it for that one. Oh, what do we got? 5 and 7. Okay. Okay, we'll get these over here. So yeah, if you're hoping to see that glitch, I don't know, it probably won't happen this time. Takes a lot of tries. A lot of tries to get it to happen. Now what I could do is, I do have a save. I think it's still... I think I still have it saved. Where I was going up in the sky before. But it might not... It might immediately... I actually don't know. To load a save where... to where you're currently ascending into the sky. I don't know how that would load. Guess there's only one way to find out, right? When in doubt, try it out. I don't think, I'll have to look at it. I don't think I saved over it. I'll have to look. No, I didn't save over it. It's still there. So we could definitely try that. Just to see how that would load. Might attempt that before I end the stream. Just to see how high it will actually go. I imagine once you get so high, it's just going to crash the game. But the burning question is how high? How high do you go before it crashes? Okay, I think this is the end of our property here. Okay. So we just got like 7 down there, I think, and then that's it. So we're almost done. Then all we got to do is just pick them all up. Which that probably, I don't think I'm going to get all that done this time. That is a lot of logs to pick up. I feel like I missed some back there. Maybe not. Yeah, some of the really tiny ones, the really tiny ones at the end, sometimes they don't count. They just fall under the map. Okay. Let's see. Still, what? Still says 7. Wait a minute. Okay, it must have just been 7 of one particular one that I saw. See, that's what I'm saying. When it rolls down the hill, like you're in the middle of cutting it, and it rolls down the hill. Almost done. That one's probably going to fall on cars. Taking its good old time. No cars are coming down the road, though. They're definitely going to run into it, though. I guarantee it. Here he comes. Boop. How far is he going to push it? Go into the water. Run into the water, man. I'd love to see that happen. I'd love to see the AI go into the water. That'd be hilarious. Oh, jeez. Almost happened. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. Let it screw traffic up. Maybe one. Oh crap. It's better because it's actually getting stuck on this tree. Totally just scraped the whole top of his car. Come on. Where is the prompt to cut the lid? Oh, there. Is it really that far down there? No. There's another one. There it is. Oh goodness, man. Go into the water. He's like up on the railing. Oh, I'm just waiting for one to actually go in the water. It's bound to happen at some point. It's bound to. I can feel it. Like, all the AI know in this game is how to drive straight. That's all they know. Or stop. That one stopped. I imagine that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to stop. I'm not going to cut the log. I'm just going to cut the branches away. I'm going to leave the log there and... Oh, you guys going to stop now, huh? Well, it looks like he's inching forward, though. He's just barely inching forward. There he goes. To get him so far off course that they go in the water. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Too bad I can't direct it myself, you know. Maybe I can. Come on, go in the water. I'm fighting it. Well, the thing is, it's up against this one over here. They're both pushing it in opposite directions. He is so close to going in the water. So freaking close. Oh, geez, got two of them on this side now. Oh, this is priceless. This is optimal entertainment right here. Like I said, I'm not going to cut the log. I'm just cutting the branches. Because I feel like he's so close to going in the water. Got a third one coming now. See, what can I do here? What can I do to manipulate this? That's right. Go that way. Once they get past that that railing or whatever, like, they can't. There's no way they can get back on the road. There's no way. But I feel like they're still technically on the road. They're kind of warping themselves back this way. I'm trying to push them that way, but it's just not working. Now this one's caught up on it. Something is bound to happen here. Somebody's gonna go in the water. Come on. You guys are so close too. I can't push it myself. I can only manipulate the logs. I don't know, do I dare push it back the other way? Come on. I feel like that's gonna correct it though. If I do that. Yeah, I feel like I'm correcting them. I'm pointing them more towards the road, I think. Needs to go the other way. I think if you're at the end of the log, like, you can manipulate it better than being at the end of it. Or, I mean, being on this end of it is easier to manipulate than being at that end. I don't know, I don't like... Let's see. Come on. Come on, it's right up against that stupid pole. Oh man, it's just it's so hard, you know. It's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna freaking work. I'm trying, but I'm not even so sure if me pushing it is actually doing anything. You know, maybe I need to actually tractor over here, or the truck over here. Problem is, though, I know if I spawn over there, these vehicles are just going to be gone. They'll just disappear. Are they running into the pole? Wait a minute. I can't go over that. I can't even jump on it. It's so broken that I can't even get on the log. I can't even go in between there. Can't even go between the log, between the pole and the railing. Can't even walk in between there. Oh, gotta jump, I guess. What is that? Is that his feet? Yeah, that's his feet sticking through the floor. Huh. Alright. Well, oh, oh, oh. Felt like something was going to happen there. He's like, his nose is just like almost straight up. I feel like he's actually going to flip his car. He's just going to go end for end. Because the front end just keeps like, it seems like it keeps going up and up and up. Like he's climbing the pole. Now it's going back down. Come on. I'm turning him around for sure. Like I'm getting him to where he's facing this direction. So maybe then he might actually go into the water. Problem is I'm pushing him back on the road. And now that other green one, the darker green one, is riding the pole. Like I said, they can't reverse. So I already got that one facing this direction. There's no way that this light green one here, there's no way he can get back on the road, I don't think. I mean, it might be possible, but because like I said, all they know is to drive forward. That's all they know. I'm slowly pushing him more and more off the road. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it, boys and girls. Gonna watch an AI go into the water. There's no way in the world he's gonna be able to turn around. No freaking way. I mean, the problem is that I'm pushing him too far, maybe. Because the more space I give him, the more he'll be able to turn around. Alright, well, we're just going to roll with that. We're just going to cut it and see what happens. Can't even cut the log, man. Where's it at? Oh. It's probably under his car. Yes, yes, yes. Go into the water. Yes. You can't get on the road now, man. Come on. There's no way you can go through there's no way you can get back on the road now. You're done for, buddy. You are done for. Yes. You ain't getting out of this one, man. Sorry to say it. You ain't getting out of this one. You are going in the water. If that's the last thing I do. You're so close as it is. There he goes. Goodbye, sucker. Oh, it was only a matter of time. He still managed. How in the world? Like, dude, if I drove my vehicle through that, it would be flooded out for sure. But no, their vehicles are like invincible, I guess. Gotta love it, man. I did what I wanted to do. I don't think we're gonna get that guy to go in the water, though. Be nice if I could get him to go in deeper, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see that happening. Be nice if I could flip him, but yeah, I don't see that happening either. I'm slowly moving him, but it's kind of hard to tell, but no, maybe not. I was. It's just like barely inching along. See, he's gonna go back on the bridge. At least we got one in there anyway. We got one to go in the water. It wasn't as deep a water as I'd hoped, but okay, I guess he already got over it. And I think I just lost a log. That was a pretty big one there. I think that one needs to be cut again. Alright, well, get these logs off the road here. I guess I got kind of distracted on that. Of course, I think we only got like 2 trees left, so just push them over here. Just get them out of traffic. No more traffic is going to get caught on them, so at least not the way I want them to. Unless I can manipulate it somehow, like, you know, put the log further up the road or something, and then try to guide them in there somehow. I don't know how that's going to work, but at least we got one to go in the water. Alright, I think we have a couple trees left, and then we'll finish it off with spawning in the air. And then that's be where I call it for tonight. For this game. And hope to see you all for the Mist Survival stream coming up around 1 a.m. That's Eastern time, which will be within the next half hour, 45 minutes. Actual start time might be a little after 1, depending on whenever we get this finished up. Got one more tree to cut down here. That'll be it. Oh, come on. Alright, we will go back to our farm. And we will go ahead and save up here at the house. Then we will load the other save. Let's see what happens here. And we're falling. So I guess we just automatically drop the log, huh? Let's load that again. So we was only at like 800 meters or whatever. So I don't have like a I don't have a drone on this save, so I can't spawn the drone, because this was before I bought it. So basically that's what happens. I guess if you're climbing up into, if you're ascending up into the sky, I guess ultimately what happens is you just immediately drop the log when you get the save, when you activate the save. Alright. Okay, what in the world? That's weird. The water was discolored. I don't know what that was all about. Alright. So we figured that one out. Alright, I'm just going to go back to my other save, just make sure that everything is good on that. There might be some more creative things we can do with it. I don't actually know. But yeah, it's going to be where I call it tonight, folks. Hope to see you all in the Mist Survival stream coming up here around 1 o'clock, or maybe a little after 1. So yeah, like I said, that's going to be where I call it for tonight for this particular game. So thank you all for coming out watching. Take care and God bless, and hope to see you in the next stream.